Testing, testing. Mic is good. Let's get light in here. And then there was light. Let's get some. Let's get some room here. I wonder if we can get a better angle. That's nicer. A little shaky, but that'll stop eventually. No, it won't. If I weigh it down something. That worked. And we are alive. We're alive. We're live and we're alive. And I know I say that in the beginning of every single one, every single live, at least at the point I decided that I was doing that, when I noticed I was doing that. Day64. Life. It happens. Things happen. Life happens. Sometimes you have a long day, similar to the one I've just had. Now, without getting into details, it's like, sometimes you have days where you're like tested mentally, physically. And there's a small part of your mind, somewhere deep inside, where you're like, I would be anywhere except here right now. I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. And that's a result of the life that you've lived, right? When you finally that's the thing, right? Most people don't create. Creation is difficult, right? That's why we have so much arguments about our creation. Creation is a fantastic thing and it's something we don't understand, right? I wonder if I could get a better lighting angle. No. Is that better? No. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And so when you try to enter a state of creation, you find yourself on days like this. You're like, I'd rather be anywhere else but here right now. And that's not something you'll vocalize. It's something you'll feel, right? You'll feel it. It's like, ah, oh, this is tough. It's exhausting. Physically, mentally, everything. You're done. You know? But that's just a reflex. It's like when you touch a hot stove, you get a little shock from it, right? And creation is no hot stove. It's no hot stove. It's the only thing that's real. To quote Johnny Cash, but not the context of the song. You have a long day where demotivation, when you get demotivated, it's not that you're so tired, it's that you're uncertain of results, right? So when you have a day that feels so long, right? And it feels as if no progress has been made. Or perhaps you even feel like because no progress is being made, you haven't even started. Right? And that's a falsehood. That's your brain lying to you. Right? Obviously. But the feeling is real. Right? And what you get is this tearing feeling inside of you that perhaps you'd rather be somewhere else. And I felt that today. For a brief moment, I felt it. For a brief moment, I felt that. And I'm like, hmm, do I agree with this feeling? Because remember, it's just a feeling, right? And then you realize, well, then I realized, really, and that's life. It legitimately is just life, right? Tomorrow is the same as today. There's no difference. What happened today could happen tomorrow. The only thing that you can control is whether you're willing to do it again, right? And the only reason you'd be willing to do it again is for the why, right? You realize that in everything you've ever done, every moment in your life that's accumulated, consecutively, sequenced, whatever, led to the one right now where you're feeling like this. The only thing that ever mattered, oh, a little messy. The only thing that ever mattered was why. Why are you doing this? And it's like, well, I want to create something because that's more important than anything, to create value and put it into the world in whatever form, whatever is your area of expertise. Maybe you're helping people play a video game better. Get to, I'll teach you how to get out of silver in League of Legends. Could be anything, right? To create something that other people could get value out of. It creates value and adds it to whatever system we have, good or bad, irrelevant. That is a pretty big why. And the trick to when you feel like that is to think about why you're doing it, right? And when you have that why and you realize that tomorrow is the same as today, the only thing you think is, well, let's get to bed then. You know what I mean? If tomorrow is the same as today, and today sucked, but I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, then it doesn't matter. Then I'd rather be anywhere else becomes I wouldn't be anywhere else but here. Do you understand? And that why, really, if you have a why for something, if you have a reason, and it's a good reason, it's a reason you believe in, it's something you believe in, it's for the good of the world, it's for the good of something, it's something, it's adding, it's not taking away, it's not a minus, it's not a regression, it's growth, it's providing something, it's giving something, right? In exchange for something, hopefully. As long as you have a good why, and not just a noble why, not just that that's the only criteria, but that you believe in that why. When you think of that why, you think that just makes sense. You know what I mean? And if it makes sense, then is there anything else you'd rather be doing? Would you rather be here following that why, bringing it to fruition? Or would you rather be on a beach with some orange juice, keep it halal, on the table, one of those umbrellas on a whatever, a beach chair or whatever you call it? Or would you rather be here, right? Because that chair, that beach, that's fun for like 10 minutes, right? And then it's like close to a nap, right? It's like, well, maybe it's what, 30% more effective, 20% more effective than a nap getting on that beach. Sleep 20% more. Or don't. It's okay. Are you healthy? Hope so. Are you sleeping? Trying to. You doing all right? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Beaches are for when you're 80, you haven't got much time left. And so you just take it in. Your youth, this is time to create, time to live for the why. And that's life. As long as you have a why, you have a reason to do important things. Otherwise, what's the point? If there is no why, there is no reason. If there's no reason, then nothing gets done. Why build the tallest building in the world? Which is behind me somewhere over there, by the way. It's not here. That was a miniature. I'm coming clean. I'm coming clean. But also for the fact that it hasn't been there in 40 days, but you know. The construction here is happening so fast. It's been 2 months and it's gone from basically flatland dust, like 50% of the floor, to like three constructions, like happening pretty fast. Like, I'm quite impressed. It's very fast. Dubai was built very fast. And, it makes me think about how safe it is, but because it's happening so fast, but nothing's fallen yet, so I guess they're good, you know? But yeah, sometimes zero progress is made. Sometimes life gets in the way. But you know what? Whatever. Today is tomorrow. Tomorrow is yesterday. Every day is the same. So you just get up and you do it again and again and again because you know why. Starting to turn into one of those keynotes. Look at me spouting off knowledge, spitting bars. That's essentially it. Long day. Long fucking day. I'm sleep deprived again. Not my fault. I had to wake up early for something, and after that, I wasn't able to sleep. But I will get to sleep now. It's still not midnight, so it's a little early for the live. I didn't want to leave it too late. You know, it's not midnight, so at least I can. There's an opportunity to sleep on time and get 8 hours or possibly more to make up for some sleep debt. Or try to get in a power nap, Get in one of those power naps. Be more efficient with the sleep. Prospecting is begun. The application of it has been zero. Um, yeah, I've slept 3 hours. And then I've been on the move since then. And,